they do?
Vetra, you can't speak.
We have ways of making
You can just express. The sad thing is, we're not doing Andromeda, so her name really means nothing to anyone else. Because for Ollie's sake,
are her emissions way bigger than they should be?
Yeah. Well, again, Vetra's like the only person in Andromeda I actually liked, because at least she was trying. Even if she did give me a burnt steak because she didn't understand what steak was.
Well, there was too much at stake.
I just goes, I don't know, I just brought you, I just heard humans like eating cow.
Not wrong.
Yeah. And then she didn't understand why anyone would own a cat or a pet of any kind because it's not food.
Oh, I suppose it depends on how desperate you are.
There's also a 1,000-year-old. There's also a 1,000-year-old Krogan that just wants to go into battle and die, and nothing happens. So he's basically like a more aggressive Fernando.
So it's like that Sontaran from Doctor Who.
Basically, he wants to go into battle, wears the bones of his enemies over his armor, and just really, really, really just wants to die in battle, but he's just too damn good at fighting.
So definitely Fernando then.
Yeah, although Fernando doesn't have a granddaughter that's like, well, a daughter that's the only one of their species that's capable of, producing offspring and them not all dying stillborn. Oh yeah, they did that to basically make our whole genophage. You know how big that whole genophage mission felt to us, Ollie? Undoing that whole thing. Andromeda just goes, oh yeah, turns out it's worn off on a couple of them. So the ones we've brought with us to Andromeda, yeah, they can have kids now. It kind of undermines the shit we went through.
Maybe a little.
They have kids now? They have kids now.
Well, they breed in clutches, so, they have quite a few kids in one go.
Yeah, anyway, we went live a bit ago.
Oh.
Did we?
Yeah.
Not that long ago.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, we've just been talking bollocks for people of the internet the last 5 minutes.
Well, we've just been waiting to make sure you've got everything ready, and
well, it
obviously,
wasn't quite 5 minutes.
Well, also I know Fernando's not going to be joining us, so this week at least.
Yeah,
I know
because of the move.
Yeah. Hope things go well for him. I don't know, but I know we saw Wolfie's got internet problems as well. Not sure about Obnoxious.
Yeah, normally he'd be here by now, but he might have something going on.
Yeah. Or he might have just thought we weren't doing it this week.
Possibly.
He announced something like that.
I don't know. He tends to like it when Fernando's here, so he just might have thought if Fernando's not there's not much point.
I don't think that's the case.
No, obviously. But I'm just saying, he thinks maybe if we're just going to be down a few players, maybe just not worth it, is what I'm trying to get at. I'm not trying to say, he's only coming for Fernando.
No, I don't... He doesn't strike me as one who doesn't turn up unless he can.
No, it just might be that, or it might be... Hold on, I'll check Wolfie's server just in case.
Yeah, he might have missed the message.
Nah. Yeah, because he's not in the small RPG room, and if he's part of this server, he'll most likely have seen it because it'll have the chat symbol on it.
But the only thing about the small RPG room, it can be a tad explosive at times. We heard that Bruno Mars song on the radio, Sam, and for some reason it made me think of you. Because even though I'm the one who always ends up singing it whenever there's anything to do with a grenade, you're the one who always reacts the most to it.
It's because I'm the only one who acknowledges it. Because
everyone else is just used to it by now.
That one time you were doing it, and at the time I was eating a grenade bar.
Oh, so it was like a double coincidence.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just kind of stuck with me. Oh, here's an idea. You go home one day after going on holiday, you come back drunk, and you've forgotten that you've basically home alone your entire home.
What?
I'm Macaulay Culkin myself. Excuse me? Oh God, I got home. I opened the door and blowtorched my head. Had a paint can in my peanut, and now I've tripped on a bunch of marbles.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, downstairs. Now, quick. Well, look, we'll send an ambulance. You better send it quick until that egg time. Because if that egg timer goes off, what happens if the egg timer goes off? The bees. The bees. It was going to be the grand finale. Oh God. Ah, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
That's weird.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I can't seem to find the dice.
Is Dean
What's going
really
on?
on? You mean?
Weird. Oh yeah, they've switched my mobile phone contract as well, so that sucks.
Oh,
They did it without me knowing.
that shit.
Yeah, I had an O2. I've been on like Virgin Media mobile for years because I haven't used my mobile time.
No.
And I got a phone, and I just got a thing come through for O2, and then I got a thing saying that they've switched me over because I don't know if O2's basically brought out Virgin Media or
Possible.
something. Yeah, it's possible. I don't pay attention to these things. That's the problem.
Oh, by the way, I watched, finished rewatching Andor today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it holds up really well. Yeah, like that last episode of the whole funeral thing. Oh. What?
I've only been reading 1980s Beano.
Ah, very interesting.
I read one of the more modern ones because I haven't actually read the Beano since I was a little boy because it was what my granddad used to read to me when I was younger, and then obviously he died, so I just stopped reading it. And I thought I'll pick it up, see what it's like, and I don't really care for the new one. Then I picked up the old one. I'm like,
it's not going to be the same as it was 30
well, I
years
picked up
ago.
the old one. I'm like, I can see why they changed a lot of things because like
Yeah.
characters like Little Plum are very offensive nowadays. Or that one where they literally paint the Brazilian skin white. But also, they're not allowed to beat people up anymore.
Ah, political correctness gone mad.
Look, I miss the comic where you could have a 3-year-old called Ivy punching people in the face. Like full-grown men in the
Can't
face.
beat people up.
I know, it's political. I mean, what we're going to supposed to do? I was supposed to have wrestling and...
Gunpoint,
you know, tell you what. No,
We've just gone soft. You can't even rob them at gunpoint anymore.
Honestly,
There we
Seb, I mean,
go.
I'm half expecting to watch wrestling and say, oh, sorry, we're not going to hit each other anymore because it's bad. So instead, we're having Cuddle Slam this summer. To be fair, when ECW was getting taken on the TNN network, they kept telling them, you can't have scenes of actual hatred. Like, what?
It's like, yeah, like can you be more specific?
No, yeah, that was basically, you cannot have scenes that show any kind of hatred towards each other. Like, you can't have people literally saying, oh, you've made me angry and I'm going to get you, or anything like that. You can't do any of that. You're not allowed to do anything to build up story like
Isn't
that.
that like a hallmark of the genre, though?
Then, of course, Paul Heyman tried to call their bluff and everything, and what he
Pull
doesn't
them off.
what he doesn't like to explain at all, because Paul Heyman is a master of revisionist history, is that they weren't bluffing and he fucked them all over. Because he flat out went on television to tell the networks they were bastards and that they'd ruined his show, and he dared them to kick him off the air because then he'd get attorneys, and then they actually did kick him off the air and he did jack shit. Because he had nothing, because the only lawyer he has is his dad.
Better call Dad.
To be fair, did get him back in WCW after they fired him for breaking his contract, and then he lied to them and lied to his lawyer, to everyone, and said, no, they fired me because I'm a Jew. Ric Flair is not an anti-Semite, he's just insane.
Also, we
Yes,
are
one
on
of-
air and it would be very easy to misinterpret if you just tuned in halfway through.
Well, no, this is an actual thing Ric Flair has said. Rick literally told it. It said, who is this fucking guy and what has he done in the last 10 years that I should be aware of, that gives him the right to go in the ring and say the things he was just saying? Because Rick was the president at the time of the TV production, and told Paul, you're fired. And then Paul threw a bin at him as soon as he closed the door, then sued them over religious discrimination, even though they didn't. And there were several witnesses that said, no, he was fired for literally not doing his job. Oh, Paul.
Oh, let me know when you're ready to start, my boy.
Okay. Well, I think we should just get started.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just sort of a
Started in here.
turn the lights on. Oh, team bright.
Let me just get my character sheet open.
Yeah. On street does plenty.
Hope you haven't got any battles planned this week.
Me or?
I've been updating.
Oh,
I thought you meant like emotionally. I was.
Come on, Hawk. We're several men down.
I can take him.
Yeah, we might actually stand a chance.
I've been
That's a joke.
updating Rigtor's
I don't know what I'm
backstory
doing.
to include the events of the campaign so far, and I have
Uh,
got to the heist and Captain Black Sparrow.
So I just imagine. Oh no, I don't want to say what I imagine.
I know what you imagine.
I just want to
all-
imagine that. I just don't want to imagine it, but I just imagine Johnny Depp doing Tropic Thunder. If you catch my drift.
Yes.
Oddly, that was
With a
kind of what I
reference
thought
to
you were going to say.
ravens.
It's like, hey, I missed that time when my career was temporarily ruined because people thought I was terrible. I'm going to make people think I'm terrible again by doing this.
In a whole different way.
Yeah. That'd be funny, like the world record of how fast you can get cancelled after previously being cancelled.
Well,
Sort of like Shawshank Redemption, where you can't survive on the outside.
Oh, that movie's just sad.
And it is. It's one of my favourite movies of all time, by the way.
It is. I had to convince my sister to watch it because she was like, "No, it's Stephen King. I don't know if I should." And I went, look, well, you can make a drinking game out of pretty much every Stephen King book that exists.
But like, he's prolific.
This, like,
You know.
well, look, to be fair, the movie did more than the book ever did.
Yeah, like even if you're
The
not a
book
fan
was
of his,
short.
the sheer volume of what he comes out with.
Well, the
You
book
know,
was
it's
short.
impressive.
The book was short story.
Well, no, but I'm saying like the variety of stories, the amount of stories, and
I mean,
yeah, well, it wasn't
I mean-
very long. Right, it was.
Yeah, but most of these things all are all set in Maine in some capacity, and all
Isn't that where
all
you-
share some. What?
Isn't that where he grew up?
I don't know, but I know he puts it into almost every single story he does.
So it's
He
kind
has
of
a
like
tendency
Droid Witch.
He kind of like puts the same tropes in every single thing he makes.
I'm trying to think of another. There's several authors do that.
Yeah,
Filmmaking.
but it's like calling cards, trading cards.
Yeah, but the frequency of the things he puts in. I know for a while back the Nostalgia Critic actually did make a drinking game out of it that he warned would probably kill you.
But it's like, who wouldn't like be jealous of being able to produce that sheer amount of work every year?
I mean, he did do his own version of The Shining that is not liked at all.
Yeah, and like weirdly, he preferred it a lot to the one that got released and was successful.
Well, the way I've heard it is that the original version that we all know is the best version, whereas the one Stephen King made was boring all the way through, but it did make Jack a more interesting character.
Yeah, like I imagine that because it was an adaptation.
Other than that, it was just very, very boring and nothing happening.
Well, that's the. Yeah.
The Maximum Overdrive was an interesting Stephen King thing. The machines.
Oh my
all
god!
hated-
I think I'm
yeah,
writing, Ollie. That except Balls Grieve reads Maximum Overdrive instead of the Shawshank Redemption.
I'll just never get over the machines taking over and hating humanity to the point that cash machines and everything else are just saying "fuck you,"
I mean, that's how it's going. To be fair.
or trying to get a drink from a vending machine and it intentionally holds the drink back until you're in the perfect range to hit you in the balls with it. Or murder children on scooters with a steamroller.
I mean, they are.
Until they want fuel, then they're all okay.
Is that the one? I'm pretty sure that is the one with
The truck with the Green Goblin's face on.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's the only way I remember it.
And the voice actress for Lisa Simpson being in there and screaming at them.
D&D Beyond just did the beholder face thing.
Oh, what? Mine's working.
Hold on, I'm just gonna.
Whoops, we rolled a 1 on our API check. We're heading to town to visit the blacksmith for repairs. Try again after a
Yeah,
short
basically
break.
it just means it's your internet's dropped out or done something or not loaded it or.
And thanks to you, Hawk, now my entire YouTube thing is filled with the Ladybird books on tape things of the old Transformers things.
I can't get onto my
I only sent you one.
I know you sent me one, but my algorithm's being weird. But it has had one benefit. Seb and Ollie won't remember this because they're too young.
Yeah.
But in Nuneaton, there used to be this pound shop. Now it's do you guys you know where the Woolworths used to be?
Yeah.
And do you know what that road where there's the freezer shop right at the end?
Do you mean Iceland?
Oh, is that the Iceland, or is that? I thought the Iceland was in the indoor market.
Oh, it's by the indoor market. No, it isn't anymore.
No. Right, you know, you go past Topaz, the chip shop, and right at the end of the street, right at the end, there's that T junction, and right in front of you is like a freezer shop or something. Or is that something else now? Well, the shop right at the end used to sell, like, just be like a pound shop, kind of like a really big one. But in there, they used to sell like little like cassette tapes in like a pack of 4.
Oh wow!
And a lot of them were the Transformers ones, like the read-along book. But they never came.
What did they turn into, Sam?
Very funny. but they never came with the actual book.
Oh.
And my first book was actually the Laserbeak's Fury one. Funnily enough, the one you sent me. And a couple of them I did get the books for eventually, but I never got the later ones. So it was good to have like the book in the background to show me what it actually looked like.
Mm.
Do.
Because I went on. That was the only
Run
one we had. Well, it's the only one I had. The tape for.
So, but of course you ran into a windmill or, well, a Decepticon's worst enemy.
Be like. Anton Cahotes.
I do love the end of that with the Decepticons.
The book is hilarious because the Decepticons don't understand the whole thing of a windmill and don't understand why their anti-machinery lasers aren't working on it.
Yeah, they're like freaking out, wondering why an EMP isn't working on a windmill. And they're like reckoning it's some super advanced piece of technology because it has a zero magnetic response. It's like there's no circuitry in it, so how can it possibly be working?
Don't forget that it took out that one of its things took out Laserbeak.
Yes, and then they were freaking out.
And it's still going.
Yeah, I can't seem to load character sheets on D&D Beyond.
I can open mine
for now.
I can open mine. Maybe it's just you, Ollie.
It's always just been Ollie.
We'll find a way around it. There's always a way.
I can use the app on my phone for dice rolls. It's
not
a problem.
He used to roll the dice. Now the yonking is dead, lol.
Okay, so this is going to be one of those parts that gets cut up into about 100 bits.
Yeah.
Because my internet at home is just dead tonight.
I've got internet at home. internet at home.
So where are you doing it? Are you somewhere else then?
No, I've got I'm using my backup. Sort of, it's a MiFi sort of thing, but the problem with it is it's not got a very good signal either. So it can manage, but it struggles a little bit. I have to make sure to turn absolutely everything else off and just run.
I see them.
And even then, it still cuts out every so often. I have no idea why my wired connection to my internet is just not working at all.
Huh.
My brother added something to it earlier in the week, and I took it out just to see if that would improve it, and that hasn't changed it either. So I know what I'm going to be doing on Thursday, trying to figure that out.
Oh yeah, speaking of, how's your computer repair going?
Oh,
hey,
obnoxious.
Hey, obnoxious.
Hey, we were wondering where you were.
sorry, I had something come up.
That's all right.
Yeah, we kind of figured that's what it is. We haven't really even started yet. We've just been trying to get Hawk's internet working and all these D&D Beyond working. It's been very hectic. Well, annoying.
I wasn't sure if anything was happening today or not anyway, because I thought when last week the Hawk said it'd be like 3 weeks or something.
I think that's just the worst case scenario, right?
Yeah, basically, I was thinking I would have to replace something. It turned out my 3060 was trying to escape its PCI Express slot. Not quite sure how it managed that, but it somehow was trying to do that. So I've got it a nice brace to keep it in line, so it won't do that anymore.
Good.
It turns out big modern graphics cards being held on by one PCI Express and one tiny little screw, bit too heavy. So yeah.
Yeah, I got a PC upgrade once. It was so big that I basically had to get a new frame just for the upgrade.
I mean, the case is big enough, but it was just the board itself was trying to flex and sort of pull away from the actual fallout of the board. Well, fallout of the case.
Okay, clearing my web cache appears to have fixed it.
Oh, brilliant!
Oh, what? So you don't have any cryptocurrency anymore?
Hey, that's how you modernize Shang Tsung in the new Mortal Kombat.
I tried to do it all to Square Enix for the rights to Tomb Raider.
What was that Shang Tsung joke we made yesterday, Ollie?
Valentine's card.
Oh yeah, it was a Shang Tsung thing, Valentine's card. I think Mike kind of came up with the idea, but what was it, your soul is mine or something like that?
Something like that.
Or my soul is yours.
Well, now he's a snake oil salesman in the new timeline, so that means if they want to modernize him, they just have to have him selling NFTs to teenagers. Would you like this picture of a bored Khan?
Your code is mine.
I have tricked the Earth Realmers into buying NFTs. Excellent work! Oh wait, General
Want to see my new tattoo?
Ooh.
I put it over in the chat. It's the outside part. The middle stuff was already there. But I put a Tenso on my outside. I was pretty excited about it.
Nice.
Ooh.
Got it Saturday.
No, that is cool.
It looks a little wonky because of the shape of my arm and all that stuff, but can't be helped.
It could be worse. You could be like my dad and just have tattoos that you don't actually know the meaning of on your arms. He's got a bit.
That could be worrying.
Oh no, he's got a bunch of tattoos on his arms, which are fine. Like he's got obviously a tattoo with my name and like my sister on.
So it's not like when you hear about people who go abroad and then get like Chinese tattoos and then they later find out it's something like gigantic twat.
It's kind of like that because he's got a bunch of them because he's multilingual as well.
Yeah.
And he's been all around the world. So he had this one tattoo on, but apparently in another culture it's let's just say it's a symbol for same-sex couples or something, and he's not gay.
Oh, that's a bit progressive.
I don't think he knows.
He's on his behalf then.
No, to be fair, he does have a gay cousin, but he's well, we did. Unfortunately, he passed away recently.
Oh, you know, correlation equals causality.
But he was like, you thought one of our mutual friends was stereotypical. This guy was every stereotype you can think of.
Are we still talking about your dad?
No, funny enough. We're talking about my cousin. He came out at one point, and the response was a resounding "We know."
Yes.
Because he actually had think of the most stereotypical thing you can think of.
Yeah.
And that was him. He had the lisp and everything.
The lisp.
He came up to my grandma and literally went, "Grandma, I've got something to tell you." That was his actual voice, and she went, "What?" Went,
I was going to say,
and she just
really
looked at him from across.
Unless you're sort of like Francis Dolohov or something, you know.
No, but he pranced.
Oh.
He did everything. And then when she went, "I know," and she went, "How could you tell?" And she went, "The way you walk and talk."
Oh.
She was like 90.
Yeah. So she's been around the block. She knows.
She was 90 and she was very, very upset all the time.
Oh, that's a shame.
World War II survivor.
Oh, I thought you meant because he was gay.
No, she was upset because she was a World War II survivor.
Well, that's very understandable.
Yeah.
Like,
I won't go into too many details, but...
Well, no. Also,
let's say her ancestors, well, her parents and stuff were in a certain place.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's it. That's all I'll say.
And by that, you don't mean Shamsley Wood.
No, she was in the magical wood. The magical wood, the magical wood. Only Ollie remembers this reference, the magical wood, the magical wood. God, show never got a DVD release in the magical wood, the magical wood.
It was a sketch show for BBC Three called The Wrong Door, which had Brian Blessed in it.
As a train pirate.
Yeah.
That was captured by ninjas.
Well, that's what you get for being a...
I will never get over them him stealing a train, then being told to pull over, then sticking his face out of the train, going, "Go fuck yourselves!"
I'll see you hang from the highest yardarm in Victoria. Go fuck yourself!
Or when the ninjas made that trap where if he speaks over a certain decibel, it'll go off. Like, if you speak normally and calm, you'll be saved. However, if you act like a loud twat...
If you continue to shout like a massive twat...
Let me go, you ninja bastards! Come back here! I'm still dying!
Did he make the boss Nass noise as well?
Yes.
No.
Well,
I think so. He might have done.
When
He
he
was
was
making
dying...
noise.
Well, when he was dying, he definitely did the whole... We've got to stop the ninjas.
Well,
about Nabu.
I shall set the scene at last.
All right, let's go.
So basically, you're
Let's
still
see.
on the island from before.
I've got a board.
No, I'm quite hurt. So, is the battle still ongoing from before?
No, the battle's done.
Oh,
Everyone's dead. Everyone is dead. Everyone is dead, Dave.
I think I'll need a healy heal.
Well, we're about to go for a long rest, aren't we?
Yeah.
Alright.
I just thought I'd give anyone any opportunities to buy some supplies or things from the shop while we're here.
Oh, do I even have gold?
Now, this is me just being an ignorant noob, but what can I buy? And...
Oh, there's
in my inventory there is...
Hold on. I just need to grab my list.
I haven't got any cash in my inventory. Oh, no, I have 25 gold, 9 silver, 100 copper. Alright.
Okay, inventory.
And I kind of wish my other character had left some gold just around.
I don't think I have any gold.
Well, you should have some.
I'm looking in my thing. I've got the shield, battle axe, longsword, the chain shirts, clothes, cooking utensils, greatsword, javelin, pot, shovel. Then I've got a bedroll, a mess kit, rations.
Yeah, there's a little
A
gold
rope.
symbol.
There's a what?
I
don't. Because I'm looking in, I don't see anything gold. Like I've got the tinderbox, the water skin, torch, and that's about it.
Hold on, let me just...
Yeah, I got 10 gold. That's starter character stuff.
Yeah.
Wait. I see it now. It was in a different... I wasn't looking... Yeah, I've got 10 gold. Okay.
Well, when we left off, we were all, partying hard. I should see if I won any gold off of all those sailors. That's why.
Well, I don't know what I could buy really, or what I need.
Well, that's what I'm just finding.
Get off the couch. Get off the couch.
Okay, food and drink. Ale. You can buy cheese, bread, meat, wine, a banquet. Well, no, you can't buy a banquet. Yeah, ale, cheese, bread, wine, meat. It's not. It's not a very.
What about potion? What about potions or things?
How does one
I
enter
don't
the
think
shop?
You can afford one with 10 gold. I could be wrong.
How does one enter this fine establishment, gents?
Well, if I don't have enough gold,
you walk through the door, mate.
well, if I don't really have any gold to buy, enough gold to buy anything,
Stuart.
then.
Sorry, I was just saying hello to Fear Stuart. He just popped in.
Hello.
Okay, so that will be on the website that Fernando sent me.
Stop it. Do not scratch the couch.
You need to buy potions that open up spell slots.
Okay, potions of healing
Yeah.
are 40 gold.
Yeah, I can't afford that.
Goodness me, that is dear.
Yeah, I
That's
literally
the
only
cheapest-
have 10
that's
gold.
the cheapest potion they sell.
Right. Well, I can't. Well, then I can't really afford any. I can't really afford anything then.
Well, as I said, you can afford bread and cheese and.
But don't we have food? Don't we have food like on the ship?
You have some, but this is the captain needs to restock.
What is
grab
the
some
finest
Kraken leg
vintage of
arm.
wine they have?
I'd just been assuming that the crew's cut of the gold and the percentage I took for upkeep of the ship went to supplies. I suppose it has been a while, and there's a lot of people on the ship, more than there were at that point.
There's like a whole bunch of Kraken meat out there. You just gotta go gather it.
I mean, I do like calamari.
Well,
my grand.
that's
my
up to the
grand-
captain. Is the captain going to?
Well, my grandmother know. Oh God. Well, I wonder if Hans's grandmother knows a good Kraken soup recipe.
That soup is cracking.
Check that it's dead. Just bops it with a wooden spoon.
So, okay. So, what's everyone going to spend their time doing before we depart on the next tide?
One would like to see what the finest vintage of wine you have is.
Well, I seem to remember Taddy asking me a question at the end of the last one.
No, Taddy was talking to Richter.
Really? Because I seem to remember you literally having a coming over and asking Hans if they can get married in his village.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, that is a point. I don't suppose there's a jeweller's on this island.
No, there's only a really bad tavern.
Oh right. God.
So, yeah, probably not the place to go ring shopping then.
Well, fellows, what if we were to slum it at said tavern?
I'll tell you what, I need some more bottles of tavern wine or what have you for the amulet of the drunkard because I'm running low. Okay, I've got some gold left over from the heist after spending most of it on the Blood Fury tattoo. How much would it cost me to resupply the ship? Just a general resupply and some bottles of wine for my person. Or, no, bottles of rum, I think. That would be more piratey.
Well, if your crew shares the, the stocking stuff, then you would just take a percentage out of everybody's, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I assumed the supplies were coming from up till now. I don't really know what the status of that is now. So, yeah. And some of it was supposed to go on, maintenance and ship upgrades and the like. And
the crew should be okay. It's more you guys. It's more your supplies.
Personal
supply. Okay, yeah. Right. Okay, so right. If I search for food.
So yeah, I would. Cheese is 1 silver. Bread is 2 copper. Meat is 3 silver.
Well, for Hans, I suppose some meat. He probably needs some meat.
So hold on. You said meat is 2 silver, and as is cheese, and bread is copper.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take some cheese, some meat, and let's say how much was bread again? How many coppers?
2.
2. Right. I'll take 3 breads, a meat, and a cheese. Because that will just remove
a pallet of cheese and a wagon of a barrel of jam. Where are you finding these measurements?
How much for a sack to hold this giant kraken tentacle I'm carrying with me now?
Do you have a bag of holding? I mean, it might.
I don't. I'm just gonna have this kraken arm flopped over my shoulder, looking for something.
I might pick up some kraken as well to take back to the village. So
yeah.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some meat, some bread, and some cheese.
Oh, I'm out of silver.
Two. I've only got gold, so.
What you might want to do is.
Can I exchange gold for lower currencies?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be awkward with that. You can just change it.
Okay.
You're not gonna have to go to a bank or something.
All right. Well, I'll do that when I need to. If I need to.
Okay then. So if I buy 2 breads, 2 cheese, and 2 meats, how much will that take off me?
Well, 1 gold piece is 10 silver, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what? So -1 gold, basically.
Well, let's see. What was it you wanted?
Two bread, 2 cheese, and 2 meat.
Well, the 2 cheese and meat would set you back 8 silver. The
Yeah.
bread, quite a bit cheaper.
Yeah, it's more like 84 pence.
Yeah. So
It's
yeah, you could probably round
explaining
it up.
explaining it to Brits is very easy. Well, explaining it to anyone in the UK is pretty simple because
Okay,
gold
so
coins
if I just
gold coins are basically pound coins.
okay, so if I do it, so I just want to even it out, so I just spend 1 gold. So if I just want to even it out, so
Okay.
Think of it like this:
I don't know
a
how
silver
it's
is a
easier.
10 pence.
Wait, have you got a link to this website?
No, this is a thing in my hand.
okay.
If you look up, if you want an easy way of looking it up, look up like Dungeon Master screen, because they tend to have them on those. They have like essential stuff like prices of basic weaponry, services, food, drink, things like that. It's a useful thing to know because it will tell you things like how much it is to, for example, to hire a hireling, or a toll gate, or ship's passage, or coach passage. How much a wealthy lifestyle at an inn should be.
Do Kraken beaks have any value?
Well, these are only juvenile ones, so they're only going to be quite small. And yeah, it kind of sunk.
Well, once my shopping's done, I'll come use my axe to cut up a few bits and pieces into a bit more manageable pieces.
You might want to buy some cheap bottles of wine as well. Yeah, to fill up a barrel to put your Kraken bits in.
Food items in the manage inventory ad thing, so I assume we just add custom items.
Oh, they don't exist on the. What, bread and cheese don't exist on D&D Beyond?
I don't know.
Well, I'm searching bread.
No cheese, huh?
Adventurer's shop, blacksmith, browser, inn. So is it the inn tavern store? Because I've got a bunch of like different stores. Oh, yeah, okay, so it'd be the inn and tavern. I'm having a look. Let's see. Meat stick, roasted locusts.
That's slightly more expansive list compared to mine.
Yeah, sorry, I'm on a thing called the
Thieves Guild. This place.
To what?
Yeah, I'm on a website called the Thieves Guild.
The Thieves Guild. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I just found that site too because I was looking at this.
Meat stick, roasted locust, cheese omelette, ham and cheese on rye, bacon and egg sandwich, omelette your way, bloodhawk eggs, bacon stuffed bread, and that's just the breakfast menu.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff probably doesn't exist on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I went to manage inventory and add items, which is how I've always done it. And if I search bread,
well, I'm just trying to find the price of bread and shit so I can just get on my way.
All that comes up is crystal ball of mind reading.
What on the website, Sam? What section was that in?
You might just have to put you might just have to put these as rations.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
They can't. Well, I think they can.
Oh, rations one day. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Well, I've got a ration already, so.
I had a meat, a cheese, and 3 bread. I think. I'd say that's about 3 days worth of food.
Yeah.
Do juvenile krakens have pearls?
No.
Okay, and we'll delete that.
Right, bread is 2 CP, cheese. Let's see, so if I get two two bits of bread and some cheese. If I get 2 breads and 1 cheese is 5. Let's see. I'm trying to round it up because the banquets are like 10 gold pieces. God. Okay. Ale. Wine is 2 silver pieces for a common pitcher, but a wine's 10 gold pieces. Meat is 3, so if I get... Hold on, I'll get my calculator up.
Oh, there we go. Ration 1 day.
So how much will the rations be then?
I'll be able to tell you once it loads.
Okay.
Oh, rations 1 day. Under here it says cost 0.5 GP, so 5 silver.
Yeah, 5 silver. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll grab 2 rations then. My page needs to load again because D&D Beyond's being difficult.
Rations consist of dried foods suitable for extended travel, including jerky, dried fruit, hardtack, and nuts.
Yeah.
Because I can never remember what
Well,
hardtack
because you used
is.
my 9 silver and 1 gold to buy the
Oh, it's a biscuit.
Hardtack? Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of like, oh, it's what. Yeah, it's like a thick cracker.
Some people also call it
What?
sailor's bread.
I thought you were insulting somebody there.
Yeah, hardtack is it's some interesting stuff. A very, very hard dry biscuit.
Oh, as long as he wasn't
doesn't
calling
go
me a
for-
dumb cracker.
Hmm?
As long as he wasn't calling me a dumb cracker.
Thick cracker,
Oh.
but yeah.
Oh. You sound doubly dumb.
Well, has everyone sort of bought their supplies?
I'm just trying to figure it out. Is all.
Yeah, I don't know how to do this.
So let's go to add custom item.
Just put the
Yeah, where's that?
rations. Just
Yeah,
buy
I'm
rations
just trying to figure out
instead,
how.
it'd be easier.
I'm just trying to figure out how to add things to my backpack.
Oh, okay. Manage inventory, and then there should be add.
Add custom
Hold on.
item.
No, just add
Well,
item.
Oh,
add item. Well, I've got add item and hold on, it's loading. So just put in ration.
Yeah.
Bread of refreshment. Okay, so I'm gonna add 2. Add to backpack. And that'll be -1 gold coin then. Okay. Then I'm going to head out and start hacking up pieces of the Kraken to put on the ship.
Okay.
You're gonna butcher a kraken.
Well,
for
it's
me.
just sitting there. It'll be, you know,
Yeah,
we're
that's what I
technically
say.
doing the town.
Do they have?
We're doing the town service.
Yeah. I mean, I like calamari, so.
Can we do
Well,
an
not of that.
investigation check or something to see if there's anything useful in the things?
Investigation.
Yeah, you can do.
Okay, investigation. Okay, I'm rolling.
I got natural 20 for 22.
I
So we're all rolling investigation.
Okay, I got 22. Well, it says 13, but it says I got 22.
Oh, 22. I also have 22.
No,
What
wait,
on earth? 3 22s in a row?
It's amazing.
Thing.
Oh no, yours is 13, Hans.
Oh yeah, mine's 13. I must have read the wrong one, so I
I
got
was
13.
gonna say.
Yeah, okay, I read the wrong one. I must have seen Obnoxious's one. Mine was running slow.
Oh.
I was like, dang, what's going on today? It's 22 day.
Okay, so Snob, want to help me cut up this thing?
Yes, indeed.
Okay,
I
so
am.
well, with our combined he's going to see a lot more than I will.
Oh yes.
So
Quite.
anything useful we can take off one of these Krakens?
Well, their meat is most tender
It's
and
not-
enjoyable, I believe.
No, I'm asking the DM.
Ah. Sorry, I thought you were asking Snot.
No.
Well, I should find something cool with a nat 20. Just thinking.
Um, okay. I've got nat 20, so. Okay. You both find a golden lion.
Golden lion. Like a statuette or something?
Yeah, it's a small figurine of a golden lion.
Should we be investigating the golden lion statues?
Sorry? Oh no,
Should
the
we
ones
be
you. Sorry,
investigating the
Snob found one, and
Yeah.
Obnus found the other.
Oh.
They're basically they're two of a pair. They're normally created in pairs.
Neat.
This is a
Okay.
rather queer totem, wouldn't you say? Have you ever seen anything like this?
Never
And-
seen anything like that.
And how it came to be in the possession of such a beast, I will never know.
So I take it I found nothing.
No, the water is
Okay.
extremely murky and full of chunks and guts.
Oh,
and...
well, better start chopping up the tentacles.
I guess, can I do an Arcana check on the golden lion?
Yeah.
8.
No, you don't know what it is.
And I assume that's something I can't do.
You can give it a go.
All right. Yes. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. The Arcana.
It'll be in your... You found
Yes. Yes. Ooh, a 17. Goodness. Has that done the trick?
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Oh.
And what do we
basically,
have here?
you know what it is. It's a... The lions are a pair. And if you throw it within 60 feet, it will actually become a lion.
Huh.
Well,
that will serve you for a certain amount of time.
I'm sorry, just thinking of a rich, obnoxious man going, I'm tired of you. Go, Shiva. And just throwing it and having a golden lion maul them.
Each lion can become... Yeah, each one can become a lion for up to 1 hour. Once it's been used, it can't be used again for 7 days.
Ah.
Or if it drops to 0 hit points.
Well then, Snob might have to tell Obnoxious about this.
yes,
Yeah,
I
I'm
believe
sitting
that I
there,
shall.
like, looking at it.
Obnoxious, what make you of these captured felines?
What was that?
These encapsulated felines. What make you of these encapsulated felines?
I don't know. I guess it's a book stop.
Go on, you know exactly what it is.
Well, that depends. He might try and pull something tricky so that he has the matching pair.
Ah, that's true.
Well, if you were to ask me, I would say that would be most ill-advised.
Because then,
well, what would you do
you
with
could summon the pair of them and just be sort of very intimidating.
Well, armrests. Mr. Snob, you're $1 overdrawn. Get him, Shiva.
Well, if it's not a book stop, what is it?
Perhaps it could help us turn the tide in a tricky situation. I'll tell you what, I bet that Goblin D's Nuts is kicking himself for not sticking around for this.
Meanwhile, I'm hacking up tentacles and brain.
Yes, would you like a hand there? I did a sushi lesson once at Goblin College.
Yes, I tell you what, my grandmother. Oh, she could make a wonderful stew out of this.
Well, since he didn't tell me anything about it, I'm just putting it in my pack. How much do these weigh, or whatever, or what are we? I'm trying to write up the add custom item thing.
Put them in your pack. Just count it as being in a barrel on board ship. You wouldn't want these things to ferment.
No. I'm talking about the lion statue, because he didn't tell me what it was for, and last I figured it was probably like just something. He says it's useful, so I'm like, whatever, throwing it in my bag.
Oh yeah, that should appear on D&D Beyond. That is an actual item. Golden lions.
Oh, okay. Golden lion. All right, let me try this again. Not finding it.
Oh no, it's Golden Lion.
Well, perhaps it's just lying around.
Gold Canary. Oh, figurine of wondrous power, Golden Lion.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, because I was like, what on earth? Sweet. I still don't know what it's for, and I guess he said it could turn the tide in a battle. I'm like, well, I guess I could thunk somebody with it over the head. Because
Well, I will say this: if you were to throw this in a battle, be sure that you have no allergies to cats.
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus,
you might
that's not
get
very big at
terrible
all.
hairball.
very, very cryptic, my friend, but very well. We'll see how this goes.
Well, it's the snob goblin. You know, no expression can be shared that, you know. Every expression has to be like a Scrabble or a countdown sort of high score. Otherwise, it's just not worth saying.
The goblin answer to Charles Brandreth.
I'm tempted to do an insight check on him because I don't really know him all that well anyway.
Yes.
The most I know him is from playing dice that night.
And shooting off Fernando's horn.
Yes.
All right. So can I do an insight check on him just to make sure I know whether he's trying to trick me or something?
Yeah.
18.
Yeah. He's genuine.
Genuine but cryptic.
He's an
That's,
eccentric character. He's an eccentric character.
Very confusing, but I'll just leave it be. So far, there's two quirky people out of this group that I've run into that confuse me.
Well, I'll have to clean myself up. I'll have to clean myself up before I talk to Daddy.
Yes.
Go on.
Out of context, that
captain
could
will
look
as
rather
well.
weird.
Well, it's gonna be awkward if she asks him if she can get married in his village while covered in guts.
Yes, I always thought that the captain had guts, but not so literally.
It's a messy job, but someone has to do it.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, I think I've hit the language center of the brain.
So as you spend a few hours getting as much of the
Kraken's cleaned up.
krakens into barrels with a nice amount of salt water to preserve them. Yes,
make sure to save the tentacles.
Pieces.
Just do not show the tentacles to Brunhilde or to Wolfie. Let's just keep them covered up.
For the cause distress.
But more for
Or
Wolfie's
worse.
sake than anything else. More for Wolf's sake than anything else.
And that's when everyone will get their long rest.
Okay. Long rest.
But I need to find out one thing from the captain. When is the captain's watch going to be?
Well, when is the captain's watch going to be?
Yeah. it's your ship, so you're going to be, during the night. Is your watch going to be at night, during the day?
I think I'll take the first watch tonight because Fernando's nowhere to be seen. And, well, I suppose he usually would because he needs to sleep less. So I'm going to take first watch tonight.
Okay. So, everyone spends sort of... everyone has their long rest. Richter has his watch. Then he gets his long rest. And okay, so I will need a... Sorry?
I was to say, during my rest, of course, being elf, I'm going to be meditating, communing with the entity to which I have an oath.
Yeah.
And essentially seeking guidance over this, the next steps of this journey, since things have changed.
So,
as per my agreement with Teddy, I've also woken up with a new tattoo.
Your deity warns you about the possibility of being tricked again. That the person you encountered, Anthos, is a truly dangerous individual and not to be underestimated.
So
he controls far darker and deeper evils than your new friends know of.
Is this my deity warning me of this?
No, this is this is Obnoxious's one, because he chose to commune with his deity.
Oh, I don't know if I have a function for doing that.
Okay.
So with that, I'm going to ask never actually
if there's...
communed with him.
I'm going to ask him where my focus should be, whether I continue destroying anything and everything that I come across, or whether I should be focused purely on this entity and the mayhem that they're causing. Or
at the moment,
essentially asking about whether I should eliminate smaller distractions.
At the moment, survival would be a better thing to spend your time on, because Anthos will not let your betrayal go unanswered.
Okay.
So yeah, he's basically warning you that the current situation is more immediate.
Maybe not to make myself a spectacle right now.
Yeah. Because this guy's gunning for you just as much as he is everyone else on board. So, Okay. Well, you'd be the first one to potentially hear the alarm then.
Oh,
Yeah,
Can
'cause
you
I'm not
roll
really sleeping.
perception?
All right. 15.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess if I'm inside the ship because we were getting a rest, and I hear something, I'm gonna run outside and I don't know, investigate. I guess. Do I roll investigation?
Well, all you have to do is just well, you could just ask.
Oh, well, I guess yeah, there would be crewmates on there. All
Yeah.
right, I come up to the top and they're like, "What's going on?"
One of the crew are sort of scurrying, getting ready, and he goes, there's a vessel approaching. Its gun ports are open, and it doesn't seem to be flying any flag.
Well, not much I can do about this, so carry on. I'll stay there and observe, try and see what I can decipher from the ship as it nears.
By this point, the next person to wake up would definitely be Richter, because he's the most sort of trained to hear this. You know, it's his ship, so he's gonna know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So do I roll perception?
No, you don't need to, because as I said, as soon as you wake up, you know what a frantic ringing of the bell means. So you're gonna get dressed and head up on deck.
Yep. Scramble to put my armor on.
Hans and Snob.
Yes.
Can you roll perception?
Perception. I don't.
Indeed, one can.
Oh, it's working now, but it's just taking a little while.
Oh yeah, Liz is here.
Oh, brilliant.
Good. Yeah. I've rolled a 14.
I've rolled a 23.
No.
Okay, so Snob heard it better. So, there's like an alarm going off on deck. And you can hear basically them rolling out the cannons.
Goodness me, what is this racket? Is there some sort of battle, or... Right, I shall go and investigate this. One needs his beauty sleep, especially when one is a goblin.
Can Liz roll
this
for
had better be important.
Yeah, Liz,
perception as well?
Perception?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It seems to be only Hans who's sort of like turning over, like sort of.
Well, I have.
not
I have
exactly
been
super Hans.
I have been cutting up krakens all
Yeah.
afternoon.
So yeah, Topaz, you've heard the alarm and the guns being prepared.
So, am I with Hans, like, in his vicinity?
Well, I wasn't sure what the arrangements would be.
I think we agreed that you'd stick with Hans.
Yeah, because
So
I only one on the crew that I have, like, prior
yeah,
encounters with.
yeah.
So, I'm going to probably, I don't know, find something fairly sturdy and whack him over the head with it to wake him up.
Is that necessary?
No, but
Okay,
it's
fine.
fun.
I'll give you some sharp prods in the ribs.
Okay, that's slightly that's a good one. Yeah. So so you give him a prod.
I'm gonna poke you.
Can you
Don't
roll?
actually do it.
How do you want to word it? Would you like to be more sort of? You gonna tell him to get off his ass, or you gonna like try and sort of? How are you going to sort of tell him to respond to the alarm?
I think I'm just gonna keep poking him until he says, "What's that noise?" Because I wouldn't have really heard it before. So here comes the fingers of doom. Poking you.
Okay, stop it.
Tickle torture.
That's marriage for you.
No, that's just
I'm
torture.
only touching your bite, Matt. It's not like I'm going for your tickles.
Oh, you just wait till your nails grow.
I've just trimmed them this morning, actually.
Okay. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna wake up from her poking me in the ribs. Ah,
What's that sound?
oh. Well, does not sound good, whatever it is. Perhaps we should go up and have a look. So I
Okay.
guess me and Topaz are gonna go up top and see what exactly is going on.
Okay.
Yep.
It's Richter arrives on deck first, and Shagarat tells him sir, there's a potentially hostile ship heading towards us fast.
Do I have like a telescope?
Yeah, there's plenty of telescopes around.
Right. Can I should I roll perception, see what I can make of this enemy ship? Or
Yeah.
do you think that's unnecessary? Or
No, it's always good to check.
I mean,
See if you could spot anything that your crew haven't seen.
on a 10, I'm not sure. I rolled a 10.
No.
You can see one thing.
What's that?
It's a crew of goblins.
A crew of goblins.
Oh God!
Uh,
Don't tell me
And
it's who I think it is.
And one human.
one human. Do I know this
Yeah.
one human, or is it a stranger to?
You're questioning. Well, you would question what you saw because it looks like Hans.
What?
Can I see Hans from where I'm standing?
No, not yet.
Right.
Well, you will.
Oh.
You will do shortly.
I think I'll call out for him. I'm certainly like, Hans, you there?
Will I hear him calling?
You'll arrive in just a moment. So
Okay.
So as Richter is preparing the ship for battle, and Obnoxious is watching. That's when the rest of you arrive on deck.
Did you call, der Captain?
Okay.